For extended side angle, begin standing in mountain pose near 22 and 23. Step your right foot toward the center of number 7. Align your second toe with the vertical grid line so that your foot is turned very slightly inward. Look back at your left foot. Move your heel to the inside of 23 so it's aligned with the heel of your right foot. Point the toes of your left foot at 21, using the horizontal grid lines to make sure your foot is correctly aligned. Squeeze your thighs together like you're riding a horse, and be sure that your left kneecap is pointed out straight across the room, tracking over the center of your left ankle and not down toward the floor. Push firmly into the heel of your back foot, and as you exhale, bend your front knee, allowing your right hip to come forward until your knee stacks over your right ankle. Your shin will be straight up and down. On an inhalation, raise your arms so that they're parallel to the mat. And exhale, drop your right hand toward the floor in front of your right ankle, resting your hand on a block or on the mat inside of the right foot. If this is too deep, rest the forearm on the right thigh. Bring your left bicep directly in front of your face, externally rotating your arm so that the palm faces behind you and the pinky edge of your hand points down toward the floor. Draw your left armpit and shoulder back so that they're in line with your left ear, forming one long line from the pinky edge of your left foot all the way through your left fingertips. The inside of your arm can touch your left ear, and you'll feel an intense stretch in the entire left side of your body. Turn your head to look at the inside of your left elbow, creating as much length as possible on both sides of your torso. Draw your abdominal muscles in, and try to relax into the pose. For a more intense variation of the pose, draw your right hand to the outside of the right foot, being sure to keep the right knee from collapsing in toward the big toe. Continue to lengthen both sides of the torso, drawing the left shoulder and armpit back while reaching the left fingers overhead. When you're ready to come out, on an inhalation, push into both feet and raise your torso to an upright position. Exhale and step back to 22 and 23 for mountain pose. Step your left foot forward toward the inside of number 6, aligning your second toe with the vertical grid lines on the mat. Look back at your right foot, move your heel to the inside of 22 so that it's aligned with the heel of your left foot. Your right toes point out at 24. Once again, squeeze your thighs together as though riding a horse, and be sure that your right kneecap points out straight across the room, not down toward the floor. Press firmly into the mat with the heel of your back foot, and as you exhale, bend your front knee, allowing your left hip to come forward until your knee stacks directly over your left ankle. Your shin is straight up and down. On an inhalation, extend your arms so they're parallel to the mat, and as you exhale, drop your left hand toward the front of your left ankle, resting your hand on a block or on the mat inside of your left foot. If this is too deep, rest your forearm on your left thigh. Bring the bicep of your extended right arm directly in front of your face, externally rotating the arm so the palm faces behind you and the pinky edge of the hand points down toward the floor. Draw your right armpit and shoulder back in line with your right ear, forming one long line from the pinky edge of your right foot all the way through your right fingertips. Continue to contract your abdominal muscles and draw your left outer hip underneath you. Take the gaze up toward the inside of your elbow or up at your right fingertips. Avoid sinking your weight into your left shoulder and breathe deeply. For a more intense variation of the pose, bring your left hand down to the mat outside of your left foot, being sure your left knee stays directly over the left ankle and not drawing in toward the left big toe. You can hold this pose anywhere from 20 seconds to a minute, and when you're ready to come out, on an inhale, press down into both heels and raise your torso to an upright position. Bring your hands to your hips and step your feet back to 22 and 23.